I wasn't even the one talking to people, and at that time, I just wanna let this weight drop out of my shoulder. For some reason, I feel relief. I feel relief. There was so much pressure into that process. And I was in Cameroon. I'm like, man, just live your life, whatever is yours out there will come to you. Like, but I get the first person that reached out was Pete Mary from PFL, and then I was just like, yes, let's hear him out. And he came out. We speak. He asked like what I'm looking for and stuff. We speak. I'm like, looks good. A couple of days after, he made a proposal. I didn't even ask for not anything, but when he make a proposal, I look at the structure of that proposal. I'm like, this is good. Everything was being taken in consideration. Obviously, there's always gonna be a way to negotiate in a contract, but the way that they structured it, I was already happy. I'm like, I think this guy is trying to make me happy.
Yeah,
right?
well, they need someone like you.
Yeah,
The PFL doesn't really have the big stars.
yeah. So, but we keep that contract, and at that time, I'm like, let's wait. I'm not rushing to anything. Take some times and everything, and then.
So you didn't sign that yet?
No, I didn't sign.
No.
We also get to a Chatri. Even Chatri reach out. We talk, same thing. And then a couple of days, they send their own contract. But when I was putting that contract next to the PFL one, it was day and night.
The PFL was much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the PFL put a clause in to allow you to box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, boxing was first to me, right?
And would the PFL be involved in the boxing promotion?
That was up to me.
Okay.
That was up to me. But they didn't really want to. It's not their expertise, but if they can help in some way or be involved in some way, again, it's up to me,
Okay.
right? So, very independent contract. So, but I was more looking about boxing. That's the first time that I started to have dialogue about boxing and stuff. Trying
And I know
to
there was some
explore.
conversations with you fighting. There was Deontay Wilder they talked about. I think they talked about Dillian White.
No,
who
he
would
was Deontay Wilder. We had a conversation with Deontay Wilder team. Even with him, I personally was on the meeting with him, conference with him, that we were talking about a potential to fight there.
Mhm.
So, and that was going well, and I think even to this day, we are kind of open about it. It's just along the way he has a potential opportunity right away that they say, okay, we had like to pursue the conversation about what we have here, and for us, it was understandable. Where I'm like, okay, then let's explore maybe after. And then right after that, I have my own. I started a conversation for the Fury fight. Yeah, because I get a call. I was driving to. Yeah, I was driving to the airport, and then I get a call to meet in New York for some conversation about the Fury fight. And then when I get in New York next week, we schedule that on next week. I get in New York, we get to the room, I meet the people. It was the right people. We spoke. I heard them. I hear them out, and I'm like, I knew them, right? And I'm like, okay, this is legit. I think with these people behind this fight is going to happen. That's where I now put them in contact with my team to negotiate, because they wanted me do everything. Let's negotiate. I'm like, I don't do negotiation. I listen. I talk about like how I would like things to go, but I don't like to negotiate personally. Like,
Right. Of
oh,
course.
I want this, I deserve this, I'm that. You know, I'd rather have somebody do that on my behalf.
Right. Somebody do that on your behalf, and you want to respond to a good deal. You want
To
a
a good
deal
deal.
brought to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want somebody. It's always good to have somebody in the mirror that would take the temper of both parties,
Right.
because a deal can fall off just off because somebody is mad and this, and then like his ego take over and the deal is off, right?
Right.
But when there's somebody in between, and you always come to like, okay, it's not him.
Right.
Then they still think about it, and that's what's happened. Because sometimes with my team, there was frustrated, and I'm like, oh no, this is not working, and then they will come to you, then you will talk nice, be a nice cop, have no problem. I'm like, no, but my team is saying this because
Right.
of they didn't mean to offend you,
Mm-hmm.
but I think
Got it. Frustrating, right?
yeah. I mean, no, not frustrating. I mean,
Complicated.
yeah, but over the time, you learn, you understand how it works, and it's pretty easy.
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
So you're in the driver's seat now because you've left the UFC. You have all these opportunities on the table, possibly Deontay Wilder. Then it becomes Tyson Fury. So when do you know that fight is actually going to take place? Because I know there was a
June.
June.
June. That was in June. We locked that fight. It was concluded. Everything was set.
So for all those months from December to June, you're essentially just trying to find where you're going to land.
Yeah, but before that, I agree the deal with the PFL. I think it was in March, but I made a request. I say, let's just figure out what would be my next boxing fight before we sign the deal.
So you haven't signed the deal with the PFL?
I haven't signed the deal.
Is it possible? Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is it possible that you go and fight Tyson Fury and then the UFC comes back to you and says, listen, let's make this right and let's fight John Jones? Is that possible?
It's possible, but
That's what I want.
no, it's possible.
That's what I want.
It's possible, but they have to go to the PFL now.
Oh, because does the PFL have a contract signed?
Yeah.
You did sign a contract.
Yeah, I did sign. I say
Okay.
in March. It wasn't signed.
Right.
I signed in May.
Do you think the PFL would allow that?
Oh, the PFL is down for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's down for that.
Wow.
The PFL is
So
down
the
for that.
PFL would let you fight in the UFC. But what happens if you beat John Jones and become the UFC heavyweight champion again? That's a problem.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be a special fight, a special belt or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not like a UFC belt. I don't know.
Yeah, the UFC
But
probably
I
would
have-
not be down for that. Like
Yeah,
you win the
exa-
title and then go fight in the PFL. That would be a
No,
problem. Yeah.
no, not the title. But,
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't worry about the title. The title is not what I worry about. I worry about that fight, that challenge.
Yes.
And I wouldn't care if it was a fight without a title. So
Right.
I don't need a UFC title.
Especially with that fight. Like,
Right.
what difference does it make? It's John Jones and you.
No,
Everybody
that fight
knows.
is bigger than a title.
Yes, bigger than
The
title.
fight is
Yeah.
bigger than a title.
No doubt.
So deep inside me, I still have a little bit of hope, even though I know it's gonna be hard. But you never know.
Boy, that would be a big gamble for them. Because if you win, then you're the champ, but you're signed with the PFL.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so June, you get the Tyson Fury bout negotiated. Did you get everything you want? Was it easy?
Again, you don't work in a room for a contract to get everything that you want.
Right.
And at that moment, I was just so happy to get that fight happen, because from that fight, a lot of things will be open. That fight would open a lot of doors. Sometimes, even in the negotiation, sometimes you have to see long term, like what it comes with. Now I get this fight. I think it should have been the focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
After this fight, imagine, hypothetically, I go out there, knock Tyson Fury out. What do you think will happen for me now? Where does that leave me?
If you knock Tyson Fury out, you're the biggest combat sports star in the world.
Okay.
That's what I think.
So is that everything that you will want?
You want the cash. You gotta
course.
get the cash.
Then you will get everything.
Yeah, then you get the cash. Well, if you knock Tyson Fury out, the real money's in a rematch.
Exactly.
That's the real money. That's crazy money.
Hey, that's
Are
what
they
I'm.
giving you crazy money for the Tyson Fury fight?
Huh?
Are they giving you crazy money for the Tyson Fury fight?
Yeah, they're giving me a good money,
Yeah.
and very great condition. I like a lot of component, and again, like a lot of component of this contract, who was like the treatment that they were giving me, the access, how easy they make stuff for me. You know, like it's gonna be the first time that my family gonna attend to my fight, and I don't even have to think about that. They're gonna work on it. They're gonna figure out how to bring my mom, my sister, my brother out to Saudi to watch that fight.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna take care of everything.
They're gonna take care, and I
The
think
Saudis know how to throw that money around, boy.
and I think that's something that for me was very, very important. I think
I see.
you know, I could have more money, but it wouldn't make me more happier than stuff like that. And you know, you kind of like work with people that you feel like, okay, they are trying their best, their very best to make you feel comfortable, feel happy.
Right.
I think it's also a partnership. You know, it's not like one shot. Okay, take everything that I can take and go. How can we build something? Like, is it like somebody that I can trust? Can we build something for the future? And then when you feel like yes, you invest into that relationship.
Okay. So June they negotiate the fight. Is it 12 rounds?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Yeah.
10 rounds, and they've created a new belt, right?
Yeah.
And you're happy with the money, you're happy with the conditions, you're happy with everything. So then in June is when you go hardcore boxing training. Like, when did you start like hardcore boxing training?
I was training boxing already. No, like I was in a camp.
Well, you're recovering from your knee surgery, first of all, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can't kick and you can't wrestle.
I can kick, I can wrestle. I mean,
But you have to be
obviously,
careful.
I have to be careful. But
How is the knee now?
I
100%?
don't have to worry about like kick, wrestling,
Right.
just knee. My knee is probably 90%. I mean, when you get a knee surgery,
Did you get any stem cells or anything?
not yet.
How long are you in town for?
I had a PRP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving tonight.
You're leaving tonight.
Yeah.
There's a company in Austin, Ways to Well, that I wanted to hook you up
Ways
with.
to wear.
That does
Yes,
stem
I
cells.
get in contact with them. I haven't get them do my exam, and I think Eric Nixick put me in contact with
with Brigham?
He sent me a contact.
I can take care of that too.
with Brigham.
Yeah, I can take care of that too. I can help
About
you
the
out.
same cell if we have
Yeah.
a time, and I think
You should do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
It'll
give
help
it a
you.
shot.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
It'll help you. It
it's
definitely
very,
will.
It's very important to take care of to maintain the vehicle.
Yes, obviously. Yeah, yeah. And what a vehicle it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, when you're gonna put it in a big crash like this.
So yeah, right. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because Tyson Fury is a monster.
He's a monster.
I stand next to him. I'm like, damn, this guy is big, right?
Big.
I'm like, you really need to go full force.
Yeah, he's a big fellow, and he's very good, very skillful.
Oh, man.
you jumping to the top of the heap,
And
maybe
then-
ever.
And then I was there at the press conference next to him. And I'm like, yes, look, my fat belly. I'm a fat pig. I'm this. I'm like, don't you fool me. I
Yeah.
have seen you.
Look at it.
Yeah.
He tricks people with that
Yeah.
belly.
I'm like, don't you fool me. Don't you trick me, Tyson. I have seen you box, and you doesn't box as a fat anything at all.
Doesn't. No,
Because
he doesn't. He's an animal.
If you just focus on his body, then you'll be like, oh, I think easy job. No,
Right.
man. When the
No.
guy is in the ring moving you, I'm like, okay, is it like something that they are remoting or something? I'm like, no, don't you fool me.
No,
I
he's
have
very,
seen you.
very skillful.
Yeah.
Very skillful.